Hi there. So sometimes I'll make one of my videos and I just feel like, oh, yells, really oversharing on this one. Not I'm trying to be educational, so I try not to write too much of a soap opera. But then I'll get these very long DMs from people, and it kind of goes like this. Hey Olivia, thank you so much for your videos on YouTube. They've been of great help, and I appreciate you so much for all the work you're doing. I'm someone with, then they tell me their related skills, their qualifications in other creative fields. And I really want to study at CSM, but my age, my skills, my background, and whatnot. And so they tell me that their situation is very unique and that their challenges are too big and their prospects are not good. And that is really the only reason why I'm bothering you when you've already done so much to help. I know my portfolio is not great and I'll have to work on it on my own. We all do, by the way, to get to the level that CSM is looking for. But I don't know, I'm just so lost. And this is just the gist of these messages. Usually they're very long and there are so many emotions to untangle and so many life decisions at once. Yeah, you should not approach people like that because one, you wrote me a really long email with no actual questions, but expecting me to put my time and energy into your problems just like that, casually over emails for free. And so, what you're basically doing is writing me the worst business proposal ever. And it's super vague. It's no point for you to be idolizing me like that. It's not going to take you anywhere. And yeah, everyday human communication does not need to uh, go like that. If you're gonna send me a cheeky DM on Instagram, like we're buddies, then just write normal. Sure, be polite. Thank you very much. But you don't need to try to be clever and charming. But just don't make yourself sound like a UNICEF commercial, okay? Second reason not to approach me like this is that I do not have the training to handle people's emotional baggage. And by this I mean I am not a mental health professional. By the way, if you do get into one of these top fashion schools, you will find out that the tutors are pretty much the opposite of a mental health counselor. Like, it's like they're trying to drive you over the edge. Look it up. People have committed suicide and everything. And the last reason is I don't know you. How can I help you with this very unique and very personal problem that you have if I don't know you? We have zero connection, really, zero relationship. I don't have the mentorship sessions on my website because I am heartless and greedy. This is how everything else works. You pay people when they're offering you a product or service, and your money in my pockets also means that I have to be accountable for the shit that I tell you to do. Because there's nothing worse than when you're already like super anxious and suffering and distressed, and people around you are just throwing ideas at you like,
Yeah, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? You'd be perfect doing this. That I saw on Instagram on this influencer.
it's not helpful. It's terrible. It's so condescending, and it's always the people who know the least about fashion design, being a fashion student, and all this advice thrown at you gives you the idea that, like, oh yeah, I didn't figure out stuff by myself because I'm dumb and lazy. Thank you. You really helped. Like, now, in the past, I have eagerly and overzealously engage with distressed people with great care over many back and forth emails. I don't do this anymore, but of course I still give a shit. That's why I keep showing up here making these videos. So from now on, this video is going to be my auto reply. Here's the gist of what I've told people in the past. First of all, please don't be so apprehensive about the quality of your work as of right now, especially not compared to mine, like especially not compared to the portfolio that you saw on my YouTube videos, because I'm always saying before Fashion Folio I was absolutely clueless. Please fucking listen when I'm telling you. On my portfolio, like I didn't have a portfolio. I have a jumble of like mood boards, some sewing samples, some fashion sketches with no face and therefore no personality. I went to a good fashion school. That's Bunka Fashion College. Bunka Fashion College is in fucking Tokyo. So I went to the Comme des Garçons flagship all the time, and still my portfolio sucked. But there were skills that could be developed, and that's why I got accepted into Fashion Folio from term one. I don't know if what I had would be enough to be accepted into term two, so have that in mind. Second thing is I'm always a bit skeptical when people come to me saying that they're already enrolled in a different course, but they're not happy with the level, and they can't stop thinking of just quitting and changing to CSM somehow. Because every time the level of their work would maybe wouldn't even guarantee that they would get into Fashion Folio. I oh god, this is probably not what you want to hear, but if CSM is your ultimate goal, but your work's at a certain level, it's not going to be a matter of 6 months or even like 1 year if you're trying to, like, if you're total clueless and trying to get into DMA. Now, is it worth it quitting your course? Is it the best move to, well, if you're in a different creative field, should you just quit, like change careers altogether? Should you drop your life and move to London in a heartbeat? I don't know. As I'm always saying, this is always about my experience. Your case could be totally different. Maybe you're doing much better than I was back then and you don't even realize it. Whatever I'm telling you not to do is dumb, stupid shit that I've personally done, sometimes repeatedly in the past. Yeah, I only know of my own emotional turmoils and how they drove me into making some really bad decisions. Frankly, if you want me to share every single and potentially painful detail of my own private life, you can fuck right off. So that's it for this video, and yeah, always feel free to DM me and leave comments here. So yeah, this way we become internet buddies, and I'll think of you when I'm creating new stuff. And sure, ask questions. You see that when you're asking me a specific question and not just trying to get a full-on portfolio tutorial just here on writing, um, without never showing me your actual portfolio, then you see that I always reply, and my replies are usually pretty long because I even do extra research and stuff. So yeah, I'll see you around, and bye.